Have you ever felt like there's something more to life, something beyond the routines, the chaos, the endless cycles of struggle and survival? Maybe you've sensed it, a pull, a vibration, a quiet calling deep within you. It's as if a part of you knows that something extraordinary is about to happen, something you can't quite put into words. If you felt this, then let me tell you, you're not imagining it. You are one of the chosen ones. And what you're feeling is the signal that your ascension is near. But what does ascension mean? And how do you know if it's really happening to you? Ascension isn't about escaping this world or sitting on a mountaintop in perfect peace. It's about transformation. It's about shedding the layers of illusion, fear, and limitation that have kept you small and stepping into the fullness of your true self. It's about aligning with a higher state of being, where your purpose becomes clear, your heart opens fully, and your connection to the universe deepens in ways you never thought possible. Now, here's the thing: not everyone feels this call. Not everyone is ready. Ascension is reserved for those who are willing to wake up, to face the truth about themselves and the world, and to rise above the noise. That's why you're here, listening to this. The universe doesn't make mistakes. If you're drawn to this message, it's because you're one of the few who are ready to step into this journey. But how do you know for sure? How can you tell if the shift is happening within you?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
The first sign is a sense of disconnection from the world as you know it. You might have noticed that the things that used to excite you no longer hold the same appeal. The conversations, the distractions, the routines, they feel shallow, even meaningless. You might find yourself craving deeper connections, deeper truths, deeper experiences. This isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that you're waking up. The illusions of the world, the ones that keep people trapped in fear, competition, and separation, are starting to fall away. And as they do, you're beginning to see the world for what it really is: a stage, a playground, a classroom for the soul. But here's where it gets tricky. As you start to wake up, you might feel like you're losing yourself. The things that used to define you, your beliefs, your habits, your identity, may no longer feel like they fit. This can be unsettling, even scary. But let me tell you something: this is a necessary part of the process. You can't ascend while clinging to the person you used to be. Ascension requires letting go. It requires surrendering to the unknown, trusting that the universe has a plan for you that's bigger and more beautiful than anything you could imagine. Let me ask you, how willing are you to let go of the version of yourself that no longer serves you? Because this is where many people get stuck. They feel the call to ascend, but they resist the changes that come with it. They hold on to their old ways of thinking, their old patterns, their old fears, because it feels safe. But safety is an illusion. The only real safety lies in trusting the process, in trusting that the universe is guiding you toward your highest good. Another sign that ascension is near is an increase in synchronicities and signs. Have you been noticing repeating numbers like 1111 or 333? Have you had moments where you think of something and then it appears in your reality almost instantly? These are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of communicating with you, letting you know that you're on the right path. Pay attention to these signs. They are like breadcrumbs, guiding you toward your next step. You might also notice that your emotions are becoming more intense. You may feel waves of joy, gratitude, and love that seem to come out of nowhere. Or you might feel old wounds and fears rising to the surface, demanding to be healed. This emotional intensity is not a sign that you're falling apart. It's a sign that you're clearing out the baggage that has been weighing you down. Ascension requires a lightness of being, And to achieve that lightness, you must release what no longer serves you. So, here's another question for you. What are you holding on to that you know it's time to release? Is it a belief about yourself that keeps you small? A fear that keeps you stuck? A relationship or situation that no longer aligns with who you're becoming? Letting go isn't easy, but it's necessary. And when you do, you create space for something new, something higher, something aligned with your soul's true path. The final sign I want to share with you is a shift in your perception. You may start to see the interconnectedness of all things, the way everything in the universe is woven together in a beautiful, intricate web. You may begin to see through the illusions of separation and recognize that we are all one, that everything you do, think, and feel ripples out into the collective. This shift in perception is not just a mental understanding, it's a felt experience. It's a knowing that you are part of something vast and infinite, and that the universe is not outside of you but within you. The truth is, ascension is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens through you. It's a merging of your human self with your higher self, a remembering of who you truly are. And as you align with this truth, you'll begin to see the signs everywhere. You'll feel the shift in your energy, your perspective, your being. The question is, are you ready to embrace it? Are you ready to step into the unknown and trust that the universe is guiding you towards something extraordinary? Let's take this journey even deeper, because understanding the signs of ascension is just the beginning. The real question is, what do you do when you know it's near? How do you prepare for this next level of existence? Let's explore that together. If you've felt the signs, if you've sensed the disconnection from the old, noticed the synchronicities, experienced the emotional intensity, and started to see through the illusions, then your ascension is near. But knowing it's near isn't enough. The universe doesn't simply hand you transformation on a silver platter. Ascension requires intention, effort, and a willingness to step fully into the unknown. It's not about waiting for the universe to elevate you, it's about actively preparing yourself to rise. But how do you prepare for something as profound as ascension? How do you align your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual self with this higher state of being? The first step is to create space. When we talk about ascension, we're really talking about expansion, the expansion of your consciousness, your energy, your connection to all that is. But expansion can't happen if your life is cluttered with old energy. This is why letting go is so essential. Let go of the beliefs, habits, relationships, and fears that no longer align with the person you're becoming. This isn't always easy, and it often feels like loss. But remember, every time you release what's weighing you down, you create space for the light to enter. Ask yourself, what are you holding onto that feels heavy? What are you afraid to release, even though you know it's time? The process of letting go can be painful, but it's also liberating. It's like clearing out a garden that's been overrun with weeds. At first, it feels like destruction, but soon you realize you've created fertile ground for something beautiful to grow. Once you've created space, the next step is to tune into your energy. Ascension is, at its core, an energetic shift. It's about raising your vibration to match the frequency of your higher self. But what does that actually mean? It means becoming aware of the energy you're carrying and consciously choosing to shift it. Are you holding on to fear, anger, or resentment? These emotions are heavy and they keep your vibration low. To ascend, you must learn to release them and replace them with higher vibrational states like love, gratitude, and joy. But here's the thing, you can't fake it. You can't slap a smile on your face and pretend to be happy while ignoring the pain buried deep inside you. Ascension requires authenticity. It requires you to face your shadows, the parts of yourself that you've ignored, suppressed, or denied and bring them into the light. This is the part of the process that most people resist. It's uncomfortable. It's messy. But it's also necessary, because you can't ascend while dragging your unhealed wounds behind you. So, let me ask you, are you willing to face your shadows? Are you willing to sit with your pain, your fears, your doubts, and truly feel them so you can release them once and for all? This is the inner work of ascension. It's not glamorous and it's not easy, but it's where the real transformation happens. As you do this work, it's important to support yourself with practices that raise your vibration. Meditation, breathwork, journaling, time in nature, these are all powerful tools for connecting with your higher self and aligning with the energy of ascension. But it's not just about what you do, it's about how you live. Are you nourishing your body with foods that support your energy? Are you surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you? Are you spending your time in ways that align with your soul's purpose? Every choice you make either brings you closer to ascension or pulls you further away. Another key aspect of preparation is trust. Ascension is a journey into the unknown. It's about stepping into a higher state of being that your mind can't fully comprehend, and that requires trust in the universe, trust in the process, and most importantly, trust in yourself. This is where many people falter. They feel the call, but they hesitate. They cling to the familiar because it feels safe, even though they know it's keeping them small. But here's the truth: the universe wouldn't call you to ascend if you weren't ready. If you feel the pull, it's because you have everything you need within you to take this journey. Let me ask you, how much do you trust yourself? How much do you trust the universe? Because trust is the foundation of ascension. Without it, you'll resist the process. You'll cling to what's safe, and you'll miss the opportunity to rise. But when you trust, when you surrender to the flow of the universe, you open yourself to miracles. You align with the energy of ascension, and the process becomes less about effort and more about allowing. Finally, remember that ascension is not a destination. It's not a place you arrive at, where everything is suddenly perfect and complete. It's a journey, and it's ongoing. Even as you ascend to higher states of being, there will always be more to learn, more to heal, more to expand into. This is the beauty of the process. It's not about achieving a final goal. It's about becoming more of who you truly are, over and over again. So, as you prepare for your ascension, embrace the journey. Embrace the letting go, the inner work, the trust, the expansion. This is not just about reaching a higher state of consciousness, it's about living with purpose, with alignment, with love. The universe is calling you to rise because it knows what you're capable of. It's time to answer that call. Let's go even deeper, because while preparation is essential, the process of ascension itself is even more profound. What happens when the shift truly begins? How do you navigate the changes, the challenges, the breakthroughs? Let's explore that next. When the process of ascension begins, it feels like stepping into a new dimension of existence. It's not something you can fully prepare for, no matter how much inner work you've done or how attuned you are to the signs. It's a sacred shift, a profound transformation that changes everything about how you experience yourself, the world, and the universe. And while it's beautiful, it can also be overwhelming. Imagine suddenly being able to see colors you've never seen before, or hearing a melody that's too vast and intricate for your mind to comprehend. Ascension feels like that. It's a recalibration of your entire being, and as exhilarating as it is, it comes with challenges. One of the first things you'll notice is the heightened sensitivity. Your energy field is expanding, and you become acutely aware of everything around you, people's emotions, the energy of spaces, even the subtle vibrations of the earth itself. This sensitivity can feel like a superpower, but it can also be draining if you're not careful. You might find yourself overwhelmed in crowded places or needing more time alone to recharge. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign that your energy is refining itself, becoming more attuned to higher frequencies. The key to navigating this sensitivity is boundaries. You must learn to protect your energy without closing yourself off from the world. This means being intentional about where you direct your attention and who you allow into your space. Not everyone will understand what you're going through, and not everyone will align with your new vibration. That's okay. Part of Ascension is learning to honor your energy and prioritize your well-being, even if it means walking away from situations or relationships that no longer serve you. Another aspect of the shift is the dissolution of the old self. As you ascend, the parts of you that are rooted in fear, limitation, and ego begin to fall away. This can feel like losing your identity, and it often comes with a sense of grief. You might find yourself questioning everything: your beliefs, your goals, even your sense of purpose. This is a natural part of the process. Think of it as a snake shedding its skin. The old version of you must die so that the true you can emerge. But this shedding can be disorienting. When the old falls away, it creates a void, and the void can feel uncomfortable. You might feel like you're in a liminal space, no longer who you were but not yet fully who you're becoming. This in-between phase is where trust becomes essential. Trust that the universe is guiding you. Trust that the void is not emptiness but a fertile space where your new self is taking shape. And trust that everything you're experiencing is happening for your highest good, even if it doesn't make sense in the moment. During this time, you might also experience what's often called Ascension symptoms. These are physical, emotional, and spiritual sensations that arise as your body and energy field adjust to the higher frequencies. You might feel physical discomfort, like headaches, fatigue, or a buzzing sensation in your body. You might have vivid dreams or even visions that feel more real than reality itself. Emotionally, you could experience intense highs and lows as old wounds rise to the surface to be healed. These symptoms are not a sign that something is wrong, they're a sign that your body is upgrading to match the vibration of your soul. To navigate these symptoms, it's important to take care of yourself on every level. Rest when you need to rest. Nourish your body with foods that feel light and energizing. Spend time in nature to ground yourself and recalibrate your energy. And most importantly, listen to your intuition. Your higher self is guiding you through this process, and it will always lead you to what you need in each moment. As you move deeper into the shift, you'll start to notice profound changes in how you perceive reality. The boundaries between you and the world will begin to blur, and you'll feel a sense of oneness with everything around you. This isn't just a concept, it's a felt experience. You'll sense the interconnectedness of all things, the way the wind carries messages, the way your thoughts ripple out into the collective, the way the universe is alive and aware of your every breath. This shift in perception is one of the most beautiful aspects of Ascension, but it can also be overwhelming at first. You might find yourself questioning what's real and what isn't. The illusions of the old world, the ones that kept you trapped in fear and separation, will no longer hold power over you. But with this freedom comes responsibility. As you awaken to the truth that your thoughts, emotions, and actions shape your reality, you'll realize that you are a co-creator of the world you experience. This is both empowering and humbling. It means that you have the power to create a life aligned with your highest self, but it also means that you must take full responsibility for your energy and intentions. Let me ask you a deep question. Are you ready to accept that you are not just a participant in this universe, but an integral part of its creation? This is one of the most profound realizations of Ascension. You are not small. You are not insignificant. You are a spark of the infinite, and your ascension is not just about you, it's about all of us. When you rise, you lift the collective. When you align with your higher self, you create a ripple effect that touches every corner of existence. This is why the shift is sacred. It's not just a personal journey, it's a cosmic event. You are part of something vast and beautiful, and as you ascend, you're not just transforming yourself, you're transforming the world. Let's now explore the ultimate destination of this journey and how Ascension changes everything about how you live, love, and create. When you cross the threshold of Ascension, everything changes. The world doesn't look the same anymore. It's as if a veil has been lifted, and for the first time, you can see with clarity, not just with your eyes, but with your entire being. You sense the interconnectedness of all things, the divine intelligence that weaves through every moment, every atom, every breath. You're no longer ruled by fear, doubt, or the limitations of the mind because you've stepped into a new level of consciousness. This is the dawn of your ascended self, and it's not just about seeing the world differently, it's about living differently. The first thing you'll notice is a deep sense of inner peace. This doesn't mean that challenges or difficulties suddenly disappear. Life will still present you with obstacles, but your relationship with them changes. Instead of reacting from a place of fear or resistance, you respond with trust and grace. You understand that every experience, no matter how painful or confusing, is part of a greater plan. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" This shift in perspective is one of the greatest gifts of Ascension. It allows you to move through life with a sense of flow, knowing that the universe is always working in your favor. You'll also find that your relationships transform. As your vibration rises, you attract people who resonate with your new frequency, souls who are on a similar path of growth and awakening. These connections feel deeper, more authentic, and more aligned with your true self. At the same time, you may notice that some relationships fall away. This isn't because of conflict or judgment, it's simply because your energy no longer aligns. Letting go of these connections can be bittersweet, but it's a natural part of the process. When you live as your ascended self, you understand that love is never lost, it simply changes form. Another profound shift is in how you experience time. In the old paradigm, time feels linear, bound by past, present, and future. But as you ascend, you begin to experience time as fluid, almost timeless. You realize that every moment exists in the now, and it's in this present moment that your true power lies. This understanding allows you to let go of regrets about the past and worries about the future. You become fully present, fully alive, fully engaged with the here and now. With this newfound presence comes a heightened sense of purpose. When you live as your ascended self, your actions are no longer driven by ego or external validation. Instead, they're guided by your higher self, by the deep knowing of why you're here. You may find yourself drawn to creative pursuits, acts of service, or endeavors that uplift and inspire others. Whatever your path, it will feel aligned with the essence of who you are. Your purpose isn't something you chase, it's something you embody. But let me ask you this, what does it mean to truly live as your ascended self? It's not just about spiritual practices or moments of enlightenment. It's about bringing that higher consciousness into every aspect of your life. It's about how you treat the barista who hands you your coffee, how you listen to a friend in need, how you show up for yourself in moments of doubt. Ascension isn't a destination, it's a way of being. It's about walking through the world with an open heart, a clear mind, and a deep connection to your soul. As you live in this state, you'll notice that your external reality begins to reflect your internal transformation. Opportunities seem to appear effortlessly, as if the universe is conspiring to support you. This isn't magic or coincidence, it's alignment. When you operate from your higher self, you align with the flow of the universe, and life unfolds with a sense of ease and synchronicity. It's not that challenges disappear, but they no longer feel like struggles. You approach them with a sense of curiosity and trust, knowing that every experience is an opportunity for growth. But living as your ascended self also comes with responsibility. You've awakened to the truth that your thoughts, emotions, and actions ripple out into the collective. You understand that you're not separate from the world, you are the world. This awareness calls you to live with intention, to be a force of love and light in everything you do. It's not about being perfect, it's about being conscious. Every choice you make has the potential to uplift or diminish, to expand or contract, to heal or harm. As an ascended being, you choose to create from a place of love, because you know that love is the essence of who you are. So, let me leave you with this question: how will you embody your ascended self? What will you create? Who will you become? And how will you show up in the world now that you've stepped into this higher state of being? Because Ascension isn't the end of the journey, it's the beginning of a new one. It's an invitation to live fully, to love deeply, and to create boldly. The universe has chosen you, not because you're special in some exclusive way, but because you're ready. You're ready to rise, to awaken, to step into your truth. This is the new dawn. You are not who you were. You are so much more. And now, it's time to live as the infinite, radiant, boundless being you've always been. The world is waiting for you. Will you answer the call?